Good evening. It is Saturday, June 27th, and I am at Diamond Path Park again. I say again because it is 5:07 right now, and I was here at 12. I started recording at around 12:10. I've spent over 3 hours trying to get one 16-minute clip uploaded to Google Drive. I've done just about everything that I can think to do. It has been really testing my patience. I had some pain in my toe. I had weird things happening today. My fingernails feel weird. It feels like they're gonna come off, and I feel incredibly overstimulated. It is over 80 degrees outside right now. There is all of the noise trying to prevent me from recording. I am exhausted. I'm tired. I'm really tired. But I just walked over to the spot I was going to sit down at, and there's vomit on it. I am being tested right now. I am being tested today, and I'm being tested. I'm trying to hold in surrender, in that surrendered posture. Isaiah 40 verse 31 says, "Those who wait on the Lord shall renew their strength, and they shall mount up on wings like eagles." And today I could really use some of that strength. I've been making use of it a lot. Hi guys. How are you doing? You guys have grown so much. When you are surrendered to the Lord, a lot of the times you feel some strange things in your spirit pulling you in strange directions. And wherever you are feeling guided to be, there's probably a reason for it. When you're in a waiting season, you should always take special care to go where the Lord is guiding you. Go where your spirit is guiding you, where it's telling you that you should go. Waiting seasons are all about being refined. And every single time I start talking, the wind picks up again and distracts me. I am being tested today, that is for sure. I am being refined. I am reacting so much better than I would have in the past, and it is a bittersweet feeling, because on one hand, I'm overstimulated. I'm exhausted. I don't want to be messing around with this anymore. I want to just sit. I want to not be messing with this same video still since 12. It's 5 o'clock now. That's really frustrating. I intended to get this uploaded early, and now it's 5:30. Today has tested me a great deal. It feels like God saying, if you've truly made all these changes, it's time to prove it. That's bittersweet, because on one hand, I am incredibly joyful that I am reacting in such a different way than I used to. I'm not getting angry or snippy with the people around me, but I'm not suppressing my emotions. I'm not holding anything back. I'm just dealing with it as it comes to me. The bitter part of that bittersweet is that it's happening to me. My day has been so strange. There's not enough people for D&D tonight, so we won't be doing that. The waiting season is really where you find out that you're the clay and he's the sculptor. Is it a deep change about yourself, or is it surface level? And that's where you find out, is during times like this when you're tested. You find out really quickly whether you lean back on the Lord and surrender to his presence and surrender to his will, or if you try to lean on your own understandings. I think most of us were trained to have this reliance on ourself. When things are going wrong, you have to regulate yourself. You have to do these things, and you have to put in the effort and the actions to keep that. And when your effort only goes so far, it feels like you're letting yourself down and those around you. And on top of that, you have to deal with whatever the consequences are of the thing that's happening to you. But when you are trying to surrender to the Spirit and go and do what you feel your Spirit is leading you towards, it makes those periods of testing a little bit easier. And when you're feeling that little tug, that little pull at your heart, it's important to follow that. It's important to go where that is leading you. Perfect example of that is just the other day I was on this walk. I came here, I was coming to feed the ducks and the geese. There was somebody else in that spot, in the spot where I usually was, to feed the animals. And they were feeding the animals. And I thought that was kind of funny. So I went up to them and I made some conversation and asked if I could join them in feeding the birds. Find out that they are in the acting sphere, and I'm trying to get serious about my voice acting. And they asked me if I have an agent. And I'm like, well, no, I don't. I don't even know where to start with that. And they were able to lead me to an agency, and now I just need to send them an email come Monday morning. I had mentioned that I was needing to leave to go to Bible study, and they had said, oh yeah, my partner is looking for a Bible study to go to. And I just think that is really beautiful, the way that it seems like some things are just meant to happen. When you are obeying and aligning with the Lord, things just seem to fall into place for you. I would not have had that interaction if it wasn't for being obedient to what the Lord was asking. Being consistent in these uploads of these videos, of going to do things. And then the other day I was feeling called to do something that I always wanted to do, but I have always been too scared, or procrastinated, or just not gotten around to it. I've got that feeling again. I was feeling called to it, and I wasn't sure how to do it. I had no idea how to even start with that. I was walking at Lebanon Hills. I was just lamenting about how I had no idea how to start. I was just sitting there. And then I heard a voice across Jensen Lake, all the way across. It was a man who was speaking at a very high volume. And he just said, "Michael, go." And then he started laughing. And then there was, some other things that he said which I couldn't make out. But the only words that I could make out were Michael and go. And suddenly I just knew how I was supposed to do that. I'm going to try to upload that tonight. I trusted in the Lord and where he wanted to take me and where he wanted to go. And I did not lean on my own understanding. One of the best things that you can get out of these periods of heavy refinement and testing is that instinct to just do whatever the Spirit calls you to do. If I had not been faithful, if I had not obeyed what I felt I was called to do, I would not have made that connection. And that's beautiful. But in order to get to that, you have to go through these stages of refinement. You take both of them at the same time. You can't learn how to be obedient without having been broken first. At least that's what I have found. So if you are in the waiting room and you're worried about what other people might think, if you just do whatever you feel your spirit is calling you to do, just don't worry about it. Noah looked crazy until the rain started. So if God's put something on your heart to do, you're in the waiting season, just waiting to receive from God, and He's given you nothing else but that little tug on your heartstrings, just do it. Send that email. Make that call. Go buy a bag of frozen vegetables and feed it to the geese at the pond. Go to Lebanon Hills right at sunset and watch the fireflies. What's that? No, I'm recording a vlog.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, thank you.
Live streaming?
I'm not live streaming, but I am recording it. Thanks. I am. Funny how right as I was talking about doing whatever the Lord calls you to do and not caring about what other people think about it because it might lead to something unexpected and something that could change your life or someone else's, is what I was going to say in that thought. I get interrupted by some kids around 10 years old asking me what I'm doing, if I'm flying a drone or what I'm doing. I tell them I'm recording a video, and he asks me, he says, "Are you a YouTuber?" And then he gets really excited. He just drives off, and he brings all of his friends back, and they're all asking me questions. "Oh, I've never met a real YouTuber before." And I'm like, well, I've only got 30 subscribers, but I mean, yeah, I do this every single day, so I guess so. And they're asking me about my faith. They're asking me about the Christian content that I do. They're talking about their YouTube channels and where they go to school, stuff like that. They're not from this area. They specifically requested that I mention them by name. So if you're watching this, Grayson, Simon, Kylie, and Wiley, you guys just made my day. Look at those guys. What do you think they're finding down there? Anyway, so take a look out for that video if you want to. And be kind to yourself today. Have a blessed day. I love you, and God loves you more.